Daniel, Thomas, and I clambered around the side of the cabin. Marjan lay slumped against it. I dashed toward her and knelt. Her face was ashen, and her eyelids fluttered when I lifted her chin. I touched the belt tied in a tourniquet around her upper arm. Abron. He was trying to save her when Jackson attacked him. Abron lay on his side near Marjan's feet. I reached out and ran my fingers through his hair. I should have been there to help him, I thought. A chill ran through me. It shouldn't have ended like this. I remembered him laughing as we lay in bed, his boyish smirk and messy hair, how he'd roll over and read me his favorite passages from books, saying words I rarely heard anymore. Ebullient, resplendent, succulent. I thought also of the haunted side of him, the shadow he carried. But more than that, I thought of the charming man who had enough vision and hope for a village, the eager heart so pure it was sure to break. I'm not going to let you down, Abron, I told him silently, touching his hair again. Wayne stumbled out of the cabin and almost tripped over Marjan and me. He carried the backpacks Marjan had packed full of water and food. He dropped them at his feet and knelt beside Marjan. I'll get her, he told me. Daniel and I strapped the packs on, and I struggled to my feet under the weight. Marjan, we're getting on the other ship, said Wayne, his rough voice unusually soft. He lifted her up over his shoulder. Sedna lurched, her bow sinking deeper. Water was halfway to the mainmast. The grappling hooks from the lily black strained against Sedna. Daniel cut the ropes of the grappling hooks from the gunwale. Myra, Daniel called out to me. Hurry! We all gathered at the hole I'd blown in the gunwale. One by one, we leapt and fell onto the lily black, Daniel and I catching Wayne when he landed so Marjan wouldn't fall. I turned, pulled out my knife, and sawed the last grappling hook's rope until it snapped. The sea around Sedna gurgled, pulling her deeper into it. The foremast disappeared, entering the water at a slant. I looked around the lily black for an anchor, but saw only wreckage. An anchor could slow our landing, easing the inevitable crash, or it could keep us like a ball on a string, to be tossed again and again. Better to be flung once and bear the violence. White water surged toward us, crashing on board, foaming at our feet. Sedna drifted farther from us and crashed against a rocky outcrop. She splintered into flotsam. As Sedna was sucked into darkness, the lily black surged closer to the rocky shore, the water against our back like the hand of God. To the mast! I yelled above the waves. We stumbled to our feet, our fingers scraping the wet wood for balance. We clung to the mainmast and each other, the ship breaking up around us with each small collision. A rumble of rocks beneath us tearing open the hull. The roar of the ship colliding with a rocky outcrop on the port side. Each crash deafening, sending a spray of icy water into our faces. I swallowed the bile of panic rising in my throat. We barreled toward the coast. I gritted my teeth and thought of Pearl, her red hair a flare of color amid the gray sea and white ice, the front of the canoe breaking the water in small ripples. The lily black shook so hard my bones rattled, and I squeezed my eyes shut. When I opened them, I saw only the coast coming at us. Rocks, sand, surf, a bleak gray sky above, the bones of a whale on shore. I blinked. The skeleton was half the size of the lily black, a surreal object that looked out of place, mistaken. A shipwreck already before us, victim of the wind and waves. In one final push, We were lifted out of the sea and into the air.